we're trying to find profit, percent of profit to initial cost. And of course, profit is revenue minus cost. So a dealer ordered 60 cameras to be sold for $250 each, and that was a 20% markup over the dealer's initial cost. So let's find initial cost first. Well, initial cost is going to be the cost plus that markup, which is 20% of cost, and that's 1.2 cost. And we know that he paid, let me see, dealer ordered and he sold for $250 each. So our cost is $250 divided by 1.2. Yes. Because he orders, $250 each. Okay, so there's my initial cost. So let's look at revenue. Let's find total revenue. So I'm going to find this piece here. Well, he sells 54 because 6 didn't sell. So 54 times he's selling them for $250. And how else does he bring in money? Well, he gets some money back for the 6 that never sold. So 6 were never sold, returned to the manufacturer for a refund of 50% of the dealer's initial cost. So instead of saying 50%, that's the same thing as saying 1/2. And it says of dealer's initial cost. So that's going to be $250 over 1.2. So there's all the money he gets in. So now let's subtract off how much the cost was. Well, he bought 60 of those things at a cost of $250 over 1.2. 250 over 1.2. Excuse me. And of course, all of that is over the total cost, which was 60 times, because he buys 60 of them, 250 over 1.2. All right, so what I would like to do first, I'd like you to note that every term has a 250. So let's divide every term by 250. I need some more space here. So that's going to be 54 plus 6 times 1/2, well, that's a 3, times a 1 over 1.2, minus a 60 over a 1.2, because the 250 is gone, all over a 60 times a 250. Oops, I'm sorry, 250 is gone. Let me erase that. And it's going to be 60 over 1.2. 60 over 1.2. And now what I want to do is multiply top and bottom by 1.2 to get rid of these complex fractions. So that will be 54 times a 1.2 plus a 3 minus a 60 over a 60. All right, so now let's figure out what is 54 times 1.2. 54, 1.2, that's 8, that's 10, that's 54, that's 8, that's, can't read my writing, that's 4 and a 6, so 64.8. So 54 times 1.2, that's 64.8 plus a 3 minus a 60 over a 60. And 64.8 plus 3 would be 67.8, minus a 60 would leave me a 7.8 over 60. I quickly look at my answers, and they are in percent, so I need to do some long division. I've got 60 into 7.8, so 7.8, put my decimal up there. 60 will go into 78 one time, and okay, so now, all right, so we're good. So I got 2 of those that start with a 1. We could basically stop right now because we've got a positive number. And if you look at your answers, B and D, one says 13% loss, one says 13% profit. So you could basically stop right now because that's oh no, we can't either because E it starts with a 1. So we've got to keep going. So that's 60. And that's going to leave you an 18, and you bring down a 0, and that's going to be a 3. So 0.13% profit. So your answer is B. Is that right? Answer's D. D's profit, not B. B's loss.